Dear Radio, Gulf X-Ray Zulu Sierra is ready for departure on 3-5 with the VFR flight plan.
Cessna 180 to Gulf X-Ray Zulu Sierra, radio, wind now 050 at 10, gusting 16, altimeter 3003. I don't have your flight plan yet. I will give you a code now, and once I get the strip for your flight, I'll update you with another code. So squawk 0374.
Squawking 0374, Gulf X-Ray Zulu Sierra.
Roger, depart your discretion.
Roger that, X-Ray Zulu Sierra.
Our adventure today will take us to a place I've never landed. Ram Falls is nestled in the foothills of the Canadian Rockies and is about 45 minutes west of Red Deer by air. We've invited our good friends Don and Vicki along for a picnic. The Ram Falls airstrip is considered by many to be a one-way in, one-way out airstrip with steeply rising terrain to the west. On top of the limited approach and departure options, it is said to be the highest altitude airstrip in all of Canada at 5,350 feet. In addition, it's off-grid, meaning there's no cell service, no electricity, and basically no communication to the outside world. For those of you not familiar with aviation, high altitude reduces the climbing ability of your airplane due to the thinness of the air. Thinner air reduces the effectiveness of your propeller and wings while also reducing the horsepower of your engine due to lower levels of oxygen. Add to this the fact that we will have 4 adults in the plane, making us near our maximum weight capacity. You can bet I did some intensive calculating of what my takeoff performance would look like at that altitude from a 3,300-foot runway. We're on our way to Springbank Airport in Calgary to pick up Don and Vicki. Valerie and Vicki met in nursing school when they were in their late teens and have been close friends and confidants throughout their many seasons of life. Don and Vicki have never been up in our airplane, so we're looking forward to sharing this adventure with them today. If all goes as planned, our 4 flights today will take us from Red Deer to Springbank, where we'll pick them up. We'll then depart Springbank for Ram Falls Airstrip, where we'll land and have a nice picnic lunch and hang out by the falls for a couple hours. Then we'll depart Ram Falls and head back to Calgary to drop them off. Valerie and I will then take off for the approximate 25-minute flight back to Red Deer.
You got him.
Yeah.
The great fly hunter.
Have an ETA yet?
Once I level out, but
I just need to I don't know how long it takes them to get there.
I think 11:45 is pretty safe then.
X-Ray Zulu Sierra, en route frequencies, your discretion. Skydiving at Innisfail Airport is active.
Roger that, X-Ray Zulu Sierra. I'll keep to the east of the airport at Innisfail.
Roger.
They're skydiving today.
That'd be cool if we actually saw someone drop.
Yeah. Boy, they'd be tiny though, wouldn't they? Oh, there's the airport.
Which airport?
Innisfail right there, the triangle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an air flight right above the triangle.
Okay.
To the 1 o'clock. See him? He's red.
Yeah, there's the skydiver, yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
Ah, that's funny. Look, there's another one up there.
Really?
Look at the horizon. Just below the horizon, right over the lake right now, centered on the lake.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah.
Second one.
Oh, there's 3 now. No, that's not one. Oh, that's very cool. Skydivers. He's gonna land about on the airport.
Yeah, they land right in that little, see the hangars?
Is that where Braden landed?
Yeah, he landed right in that grass, just to the west of the hangars.
Oh, there's a couple of them over there now.
Yeah. Calgary Terminal, Cessna 182, Gulf X-ray Zulu Sierra.
X-ray Zulu Sierra, Calgary Terminal, squawk ident, go ahead.
Squawking ident, X-ray Zulu Sierra.
X-ray Zulu Sierra identified, and confirm you're a single aircraft or a formation flight.
We are a single aircraft on a VFR flight plan, and we're just descending to 6,000. We're inbound for Springbank, and unfamiliar with the area.
Did you say unfamiliar or familiar?
Unfamiliar.
X-ray Sierra, roger. Descend maintain 6,000, altimeter is 3006, will be runway 26 for landing. Turn right 10 degrees.
26 for landing, turning right 10 degrees.
X-ray Zulu Sierra, Calgary.
X-ray Zulu Sierra, go ahead.
On your present heading, you are converging with the highway. It's lock-in route off your right-hand side, about a mile and a half. Do you have insight?
Yes, I do see a highway there.
But just follow that highway southbound to Springbank. It's going to be right base runway 26.
All right, I'll just move over the highway, and I will end up on a right base 26, Gulf X-ray Zulu Sierra.
X-ray Zulu Sierra, contact Springbank Tower now, 182. Let them know that you're not familiar with the area.
1182, X-ray Zulu Sierra. Springbank Tower, Gulf X-ray Zulu Sierra, Cessna 182.
Gulf X-ray Zulu Sierra, Springbank Tower, squawk ident, runway 35, wind 3205, altimeter 3006. Turn right 10 degrees towards the airport, maintain 6,000 feet. That'll be a right downwind for runway 35.
Turning 10 degrees, and I'll maintain 6,000, Gulf X-ray Zulu Sierra.
Airport straight ahead.
X-ray Zulu Sierra, you have the airport in sight?
Affirmative, X-ray Zulu Sierra.
X-ray Zulu Sierra, and just turn south from there to join a downwind right for runway 35. You can start the descent. I see a helicopter at 12 o'clock for 3 miles. They're westbound 5,500 feet. You'll pass by.
X-ray Zulu Sierra looking for a helicopter.
Romeo Zulu Romeo, make this circuit right hand.
Right hand circuit, Romeo Zulu Romeo.
Springbank Tower, Gulf X-ray Zulu Sierra is on late downwind, in a turn base, or do you want to call that?
X-ray Zulu Sierra, descend now. I'll call your base turn.
Descending now and waiting for the base call. X-ray Zulu Sierra.
X-ray Zulu Sierra, turn base.
Turning base, X-ray Zulu Sierra.
Canadian Tower. Good afternoon, Gulf Kill Papa with you. Highway 22 inbound, 6,000.
X-ray Zulu Sierra, clear to land, runway 35.
Clear to land 35, X-ray Zulu Sierra.
Kill Papa Lima Tower, your traffic just touched down, you're number 1.
Number 1 for Kill Papa Lima.
X-ray Zulu Sierra, right turn on Charlie, first right, contact ground 1218.
Right turn on Charlie, ground 1218, X-ray Zulu Sierra.
We pick up Don and Vicki and take off for Ram Falls. Due to some technical problems, we now pick up our adventure just as we are approaching the Ram Falls airstrip.
That's not
After about 2.5 hours at the falls, we head back to the plane for our trip back to Calgary. While planning this trip, I did careful calculations as to my takeoff performance at a 5,000 foot altitude with a 3,300 foot airstrip. According to my takeoff chart, 5,000 foot altitude at 41 degrees Fahrenheit required 1,695 feet to clear a 50-foot obstacle at the end of the runway. When planning this trip, I estimated I'd have 45 gallons of fuel left after landing at Ram Falls, which would leave me about 100 pounds below my maximum gross weight. When we got back to the plane, I dipped my fuel tanks and measured 57 gallons of fuel. At 6 pounds per gallon, it added an extra 72 pounds of unexpected weight, which would put me very close to my 2,800 pound maximum allowable weight. My takeoff chart says I need 1,695 feet of runway to take off at a temperature of 41 degrees Fahrenheit at maximum gross weight. Our temperature today is 60 degrees, so I'm going to add 10% to that distance to correct for temperature, which brings us up to 1,864 feet. My takeoff chart says to add 7% for taking off on dry grass, which will add an extra 131 feet, bringing my total needed up to 1,995. And now for the unknown factor, the wind. There's a breeze blowing down the runway from the west, and I decide that due to the rising terrain to the west, I'm going to take off in an easterly direction with a tailwind. Since I'm off-grid and have no internet, I have no way to determine how much of a tailwind I'm dealing with. The windsock could normally give me a good idea, but it's in tatters and not really functioning. So I decide to use 10 knots as the tailwind speed. Since every 2 knots of tailwind increases your takeoff distance by 10%, I'm going to add a whopping 50% to my takeoff distance to allow for the tailwind. It's surprising how much a tailwind adds. That's an extra 998 feet for a total of 2,993 feet. Since the runway is 3,300 feet, the book says I should be able to be at least 50 feet off the ground by the time I run out of runway. But I really don't know the wind speed for sure, and since the tailwind is the biggest factor when it comes to takeoff distance, and since I have no way of knowing exactly what that wind speed is, I'm going to use what's called the 70-50 rule. The 70-50 rule states that you will need to achieve at least 70% of your liftoff airspeed by the time you are 50% down the runway. Since my takeoff speed is 70 miles per hour, I will need to be showing at least 49 miles per hour by the time I am at the runway midpoint. If I'm not, I'll just cut the power and abort the takeoff. In the event I can't make it out at max weight, my plan B will be to offload 2 passengers, shuttle 1 passenger to Rocky Mountain House Airport, and then return for the other 2. The next thing we need to do is determine the midpoint of the runway, so we back taxi down the runway to what seems about the middle, turn 90 degrees and look left and right to see if the ends of the runway look approximately the same distance away. We discover what seemed like the midpoint had wooden stakes with orange tape on them, so we assume they are there to mark the midpoint. All I have to do now is glance at my airspeed indicator as I pass those wood stakes to make my go or no-go decision.
That's up here. Hey, 50 miles per hour by the flags.
Woohoo! Are you there? Are you there? Woohoo! Up and away! Woohoo!
Okay, we're gonna freeze this here. Things happen very quickly on the takeoff roll, so I'm just realizing as I'm editing this video that I was clearly lifted off and in ground effect before I even reached the midway point of the runway, which is at the 1,650 foot mark. So I'm guessing the tailwind died to nothing during my takeoff. Okay, let's resume.
Nice. What's that, orange? Ooh. behind us. Woohoo! See him back there? Kind of. Nice.
Look at it. Oh,
Wow. Beauty.
See where the falls are?
Yeah, behind us, right behind us.
Okay.
Yeah. We're flying straight over them, like they're back there.
Okay.
and look at these
Can you see what they are?
canyons. Like the canyon and
Just
the
the rest
river.
of it, yeah.
Gorgeous.
Just continues down.
Wow, I
all the way
love
down
it.
there. Cool.
Oh, it's pretty.
Oh, look at
Isn't
that.
that nice? Wow. Beauty.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Woo! Nice fly.
That's awesome.
Southern traffic, this is Novota Papa, west of Fairfax, 6,000 feet.
They'll be flying right into the falls. Will you go slightly on the side, Tom, or?
I can do that.
Just so Vicki and Don can see them maybe too. Will they be on their right side?
They're there.
They're on the right side?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see them.
There we go. Can you see them, Don?
Yeah.
Haha. Thank you. Here's where we landed.
Woohoo!
Bob north of Bill. 4,000 feet, and we're eastbound to Lloydminster area now. Auxiliary traffic, Cardinal Echo, Echo Bravo.
That was a little bumpy, eh?
Yeah, you get over that canyon and the air really.
Yeah. Beautiful.
That's a nice looking river.
It's
Both
like-
sides.
That's clear water.
Clear water?
Yeah.
All the way through, hey? When it
There's
goes...
There's an airstrip just over there, the Clearwater airstrip.
Oh, really? So that's the one that goes through Caroline, right? The Clearwater? Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
That's the bridge we
probably
fish
does.
off of, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so different from side to side, like the Rocky, the Rocky Mountains and just sort of foothills with lots of green and...
Yeah. How high are you right now, Tom?
I'm at 8,500 above sea level, which is probably going to put me about 3,000 above the low spots here.
The wind gets less at this height versus a couple thousand feet down?
The turbulence gets
Auxiliary
less.
traffic,
Yeah,
Cardinal
turbulence.
Golf, Echo, Echo
The wind
Bravo. It's just on the west
Could be
side
a
of the
little
lake.
more, but
at
the turbulence,
5,500 feet, and
it's
we're,
smoother,
northeastbound
more
to
steady.
Lloydminster area next.
Okay.
.267 traffic, Gulf X-ray Zulu Sierra is 15 to the west of Sundry. Descending through 93 for 75, and we are tracking to the east. Gulf X-ray Zulu Sierra, 267 traffic.
X-ray Zulu Sierra, is that you, Tom?
That is me.
Hey, it's Aaron. X-ray Zulu Golf.
Who is it?
It's Aaron. I got the phone from the call.
Oh, cool, Aaron. How you doing?
Pretty good. We're just on our way to Ram Falls. We got two Don Airs in the back.
We just left there. It's really nice out there.
Many planes on the field?
Not since we left.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember the elevations that I'm going to need to get at to get over the hills there, because field elevation is what, 5350? Should be at least, what, 85 to get over the hill?
I went in at 85 and it was fine. Calgary Terminal, Cessna 182, Gulf X-Ray Zulu Sierra.
Gulf X-Ray Zulu Sierra, Calgary Terminal, what?
Gulf X-Ray Zulu Sierra is at 6,000 feet. We're to the north. We're inbound for Springbank.
X-Ray Zulu Sierra, squawking in.
Squawking ident X-Ray Zulu Sierra.
X-Ray Zulu Sierra, you're identified. Follow the walk-in route at 6,000, altimeter 29er.
X-Ray Zulu Sierra, roger that. I'm unfamiliar with the area, but I'm taking that VFR route in. Is that what you're asking?
X-Ray Zulu Sierra, yeah. If you just continue inbound on your present heading, that'll put you pretty much right on the walk-in route.
Roger that, X-Ray Zulu Sierra.
Zulu X-Ray Sierra, contact Springbank Tower 118.2, good day.
1182, X-Ray Zulu Sierra. Springbank Tower, Gulf X-Ray Zulu Sierra, Cessna 82, inbound with information, Mike.
Cessna Gulf X-Ray Zulu Sierra, Springbank Tower, squawk ident, runway 08, altimeter 29er, cleared left downwind, and descend now below 5,500, you're identified.
Squawking ident, we're cleared for a left downwind, 08. Gulf X-Ray Zulu Sierra.
Thank you for joining us on this adventure. We drop off Don and Vicki and have an uneventful flight back to Red Deer for what was a fun and memorable day for all of us. If you haven't already, we'd love to have you as a YouTube subscriber. Having more subscribers helps our video series become more visible to other YouTube users around the world. We'd also love to hear your comments on this series, and as always, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. We'll see you next time.